All right, Spartan Nation, welcome back into Spartan Chat. This is Mr. Brens, and once again, we're going to mix things up a little bit. I literally put this podcast idea together about 12 minutes ago, but thankfully, because our Spartan TV students are so amazing, and they'll be the first to tell you that, I got a couple of volunteers who said, sure, we'll come in and let you interview us. And so let me kind of break things down first of all. One of the things that I have discovered as both a teacher and a parent is that if you ask any kid aged, 10 to 14, they'll be quick to tell you how they already have the entire world figured out. And they'll also tell you how many different things you're getting wrong. And so, look, adulting is hard. And fortunately, our classrooms and our schools are full of experts on adulting. I mean, who better to ask how to do a better job adulting than a couple of fifth graders? And so that's what we've done here today. We've brought in a couple of fifth graders. I'm very excited to welcome Henry and Joe. Gentlemen, say hello.
Hi.
Oh, did you guys practice that? That was really good unison. I could tell you were like timing it out. All right. So here's the deal. We're going to jump right in. I don't care each of you can answer the questions, right? It doesn't really matter who goes first. Obviously you run the risk of, if you go first, maybe you give a great idea and then the second person is like, I don't know how to follow that up, but you're going to do your best because I want a different answer from each of you. So you're going to help all of the adults out there figure out how to just do a better job of this whole adulting thing. Are you guys ready?
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe. Perfect. Yeah, I can think of no better endorsement than that. So, all right, here's the deal. Question number 1, and I'm just going to randomly select that Henry's going to answer this question first. Yeah, that just happened. All right, so I have noticed that adults spend a lot of time drinking, I'm just going to call it bean water. I believe the official name is, and I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, coffee, I think. But from what I gather, kids think that it's disgusting and they don't know why adults keep drinking that. So let me ask you this, Henry. As an expert in adulting, what's a much better way for a grown-up to start their day at 6 or 7 or whenever they get cracking?
I would say probably yeah, you can have coffee, but I would say maybe also have a breakfast instead of just coffee.
Wisdom balance is what I'm hearing from you. Joe, what are your thoughts? Oh, hang on. Let me turn your mic up. It'll be easier for us to hear you. Go.
I agree with Henry. Don't have coffee every day. Just eat. Eat's better than drink.
Don't have coffee every day and just eat. Okay. That might be that's a tough one for our audience to swallow here right off the bat, pun intended. Don't drink coffee. All right. It's going to take a few of us, not necessarily me, of course, but a few of us that might take a while to make that adjustment. All right. Question number 2. Most adults, according to children, wear very boring clothes, very boring colors. Apparently, just muted grays, browns, blacks, maybe an occasional navy blue. But if you were the lead fashion consultant for the adults in your lives, what is one mandatory, it's required, you have to wear this one item of clothing or accessory? You guys know what accessories are?
Yeah.
Right, the extra things that we like to wear. One thing that you would require them to wear to any meeting they have to go to for work. Joe, we're gonna start with you.
Probably wear maybe a tie to look professional. Like a colored tie?
What kind?
Like red.
Okay, so a red tie. So not necessarily some new crazy accessory, but you want a little pop of color in there.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Henry, what do you got for us?
I don't really have anything against all black, or dull colors, because I'm almost always wearing all black, but that,
I was gonna say,
I would just say put in some more color. Instead of
I mean, I'm looking at you across the Spartan Chat studio right now, and he's making the all black wardrobe work. So maybe it's just about the attitude that you wear it with, right? I mean, yeah. Henry walks into any room with an air of confidence about him, right? He could probably come in wearing all purple or all pink or all yellow, and you'd still be like, I'm going to listen to that guy because there's just something about Henry when he walks in a room. All right, so you guys are really being easy on adults right now. I mean, I'm counting on you to have some thoughts that will be very disruptive to our current existence. All right, but let's see here. All right, surely you guys have some thoughts on this. So you're fifth graders. You've been going to school for a while now.
Yeah.
And for the most part, I'm guessing that while maybe each classroom has been a little bit different, there's still some things that, yeah, no matter what classroom you go to, it's all always going to kind of be set up this way. So here's your chance. If you were the architect of a future classroom, like this is what classrooms are going to look like in the future, and maybe you're hoping in the not too distant future, what does it look like? How are you going to kind of blow that thing up and start over? What does a cool classroom look like so that we adults who try to run those classrooms can at least pretend that we're cool? Henry, I'm starting with you.
I would say that maybe like add some sort of corner in like your room to have people calm down, because I feel like there's a lot of people who like to play with fidgets in our class, and we just recently got those banned because people wouldn't like pay attention. But I feel like if you just have a corner to go to and you just go there, it's like, yeah, I know I need to calm down. It'd be like, it makes sense that you're fidgeting.
All right, quick question. Can the adult use the corner?
Well, if all the kids are like making them really like annoyed, like there's someone in our class that...
No names.
Yeah.
This is hypothetical.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So it would be okay for
someone
me.
in our class is, I don't know, this wouldn't happen, but if they have like a snack and I throw it out the window and it breaks or something, the teacher could just like go to the corner.
I could just be like, all right, you know what? We need to get that cleaned up, but I'm so upset right now. I'm putting myself in the
Just
quiet
like,
fidget corner. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Am I allowed to have snacks in
Yeah.
I can bring my own snacks. All right. Well, this I can get on board with. All right. So we've got a quiet corner. Teachers are allowed to go there if they need to. Are the kids allowed to, like, do the kids have the power to be like, hey, Mr. Brens, go to the corner? I mean, it's your classroom, right? Like, you guys get to design it any way you want. Like, do you guys have that kind of power? Can you send me to the corner?
Well, I feel like if people had the ability to do that, they would just go, I don't want to learn. Go to the corner.
So you think that they'd be sending me to the corner every other minute? Okay. Well, I mean, you haven't been in my classroom. Maybe it's a lot of fun. Or maybe I'd be in the corner the whole time. All right. Joe, future classroom, what do you got for me? Hang on a second. Let me get you turned on here. Go for it.
Like a mini STEM lab?
Oh, in every classroom.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm intrigued by that. What would the purpose of that be?
I think when they have like free time, they will go to the corner and just play with the STEM stuff. And well, yeah.
All right, so like you've got all of your grammar work and your spelling work and your math work done, and there's 20 minutes left. You get to go hang out in the STEM corner.
Yeah.
And just like create. Do something cool with science or tech or art or engineering or math.
We have something like that, but it's not in the corner. I think it's called Spartan time.
Okay. All right. But you want like a STEM specific, like you want cool stuff. Like maybe there's drones over there.
Yeah, and robots.
Yeah, and robots, right? All right. Well, now I want to go back and be in that classroom because that sounds like a lot of fun. All right. I'll tell you what, I've got 2 more questions for you. But before we do that, I want to make sure that we have a chance to hear from one of our amazing sponsors. And I'm pretty sure that this person is an adult. So we're going to turn it over to our commercial for just a moment, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with 2 more questions for Joe and Henry as they help us all be better adults.
Life doesn't always go as planned. When you need a trusted advocate by your side, turn to the law office of Evan King in Sycamore. Whether you're facing a personal injury, dealing with family matters, or navigating other legal issues, Evan King provides experience, compassionate counsel to help you make the best decisions for your life. With over a decade of experience, Evan is committed to securing the best outcomes for his clients, no matter the challenge. Because when it comes to your rights, you deserve a lawyer who will go the extra mile. Your future is worth protecting. Visit evankinglaw.com or call 815-899-1222.
All right, we're back. I got 2 more questions. We're back with Joe and Henry, and they are helping us all just in general be better adults. And they've had some very creative ideas. And now our second to last question. You've probably heard the adults in your life complain or share the concerns about like, gosh, this stuff is so expensive. But maybe when you hear that, you're thinking, okay, well then why are you spending your money on that? So assuming that, there's some stuff that you feel like your parents or your teachers like, just stop spending money on that. Here's the question. What's one thing that we should stop spending so much money on? And now that we have all that extra cash lying around, what's one much cooler thing that we should clearly be spending more money on? Who do I start with here? Oh, they're both pointing at each other. I'm going to start with Joe. Yeah, that just happened.
I mean, I think they should stop spending on. I'm trying to think. I don't think I can. Oh, I don't think I can.
How about do your parents? I know my kids would say coffee. They would say coffee because I spend a lot. All right. If you can't think of one thing they shouldn't, certainly there's some things that you wish your parents would spend more money on. What's one thing?
I think they should spend more money on like cool stuff, like creative, or like board games for the family to enjoy.
I love that. You could have gone like the selfish route. They should just spend more money on me, but instead you said board games that the family could enjoy. So inclusive of you, Joe. That's wonderful. All right, Henry, you've had a second or two to think about this. What do you think?
I was thinking exactly what he just said.
Oh, how convenient.
But he stole it from me.
Yeah, I hear that from my students all the time. Oh, I was going to say what he said, but he got to say it first. Too bad. Sometimes it's just the way it goes, Henry. Option number 2. What's something that we should spend more money on?
I agree that they should spend less money on coffee and more money on like stuff to grow your brain. And like the STEM or like STEAM that Joseph suggested. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Like just stuff to grow your brain and just like I have a metal, like one of those fidget metal, like you have to get it apart things. Like I have an entire case of like a bunch of those. I don't know how many, and it's like really fun to just do and like fiddle with.
So are we buying these to help our kids' brains grow, or is this for the adults? Like, do you guys, either of you, have hope that even as adults we can still learn and our brains can still grow?
Yeah, I agree. I like that, and it's like my parents are always on a bunch of calls, and they're like, I feel like they could use like something to fiddle with. I don't know. Something
to fidget with while they're on the call, and then other things that could be like brain breaks, still stimulating the brain, but giving them a break from the things that they're doing. Mm-hmm. I got to tell you, I thought you guys were going to be like way sillier, and I think we're actually coming away with some pretty helpful advice here. All right, final question. And you've had a chance to think about this. What is the weirdest thing that you think adults do that you're like, why do adults do that? Like, what's the point of that? And do you think ultimately that there's any hope that we might one day be cool again? Henry, start us off.
I honestly have no idea, but like, I don't know.
You don't think we do anything weird?
I don't know. I'm at school for most of the day, so.
And even when you're home, you're like, I'm not going to waste energy watching what my parents do. They're old and weird, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not like, me saying that.
Like, not that, but like.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like, why would you just stare at someone all day? Just.
I'm pretty interesting.
Watching.
I mean, I'm sure my kids will tell you that. No, they wouldn't tell you that. All right. So, Henry, is there any hope that we can be cool again, or are those days long behind us?
There's like 25% chance you might come back.
All right, folks, let me just tell you that Henry is being much kinder now that he's on microphone, because when I asked that question twice before, it was a resounding head shake no. So the fact that he's given us a 1 in 4 chance of being cool again, I will take it. Joe, same question. If you can't think of anything weird that adults do, at the very least, please, is there any hope that that adults can be cool again? Or do you give us even less hope than Henry would?
I don't know. I don't know what the weirdest thing. Like, I agree with Henry. Why would you be staring at someone like?
Well, you don't have to be staring at them to
Like,
observe a weird thing
what,
that they do.
At a camera in their office, see what they're doing?
Yeah, don't spy on us. Like, don't put any like hidden cameras in our offices.
So I don't
Catch
even
us
know.
playing, crossword puzzles when we're supposed to be on, important calls. All right, so neither of you has observed enough weird thing. I don't necessarily believe that. Maybe you just don't want to embarrass the adults in your life, but that's fine. Is there any hope, Joe, that we can be cool again? Henry's over here shaking his head again. I can see him out of the corner of my eye. He's off mic and he thinks I can go back to shaking my head. All right, so ignoring Joe or Henry trying to unduly influence you, Joe, what do you think? Is there any hope? He gave us a 25% chance. What about you?
I think I really don't know the percentage, but I have a feeling that would be like a bit like cool if they had like tell them what their favorite toy is and try finding it on the internet and giving them, see what they react, see if they'd be like nice or see if they'd be like thank you. Like,
so you would try to find out what your parents' favorite toy, like when they were kids, what their favorite toy was,
games,
or video games. Oh, you guys are so nice, and that would make us cool again.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Henry, what about what? So you give us a 25% chance, supposedly, even though I see you over there shaking your head. What would you suggest that your parents or other adults in your life do that would help them maybe get closer to being cool again?
Like, I agree with Joseph and find something that would bring them back into their childhood. So it's they know what it feels like to be a kid again.
I like that. So you think the biggest reason that we're not cool anymore is we're so busy being adults that we just forgot how to have fun and be kids. And you guys want to bring that back. That's genius. I got to tell you, I wasn't sure what to expect coming in here today, but you guys have enlightened me. I'm sure that my kids will thank you because obviously I now have a 25% chance of being cooler, maybe even when I go home tonight. We'll see. I probably won't ask them right away because I have a strong suspicion of what their answer would be. But Henry, Joe, thank you guys for coming in. It's always a joy to talk with fifth graders who obviously have the entire world figured out already. And we're just so glad that we could share that with the rest of you. So this has been a fun little impromptu podcast with my friends. We will have a couple more podcasts before we call it a season. But until next time, go Spartans!